Hide and Seek with Kocnuni. I'm back, it's your host Shannon. You might have missed me last week, but that's okay because my best friend Vaughn was hosting, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Today we've got a really fun episode for you, and I'm very excited. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, so I'm really excited to share this with you today. Let's go ahead and get started. Our first card says, "Hello Shannon, today we've come to Gwangmyeong Cave in Gwangmyeong, Gyeonggi province. It's a cave that goes as deep as 275 meters. You can expect an experience beyond your imagination within the cave. The first hint card is, pass through the wind road and the light space to find a bird." All right, so it's a cave. I can't imagine that there's too many places to go, so let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's check it out. So like I said, I was gone last week. My best friend Vaughn was hosting the show, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I was actually visiting Tokyo. I was visiting Japan. I was there for about 6 days, and it was really fun, but I definitely missed you guys. You might have caught me in the comment section. I was typing away and trying to be supportive and still kind of be there for you. But like I said, it's good to be back as always. I really enjoy doing this. And this is actually something that I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. I've heard a great deal about this cave for more reasons than one. You guys will see when we go inside, but I look forward to showing you guys around. So here we are, Gwangmyeong Cave. And as we go inside, guys, it's going to get a little bit dark, and the audio might get a little funny at some points just because it is a cave, so got some differences there. As we walk through, there's going to be a lot of information that I'm going to be tossing at you guys. And something that's interesting about these pre-recorded episodes, which if I didn't already mention, today's episode, just like the one that we did in Gyeonggi-do, is pre-recorded because there's a holiday coming up. So hopefully you guys are okay with that. But the pre-recorded episodes have a slight twist that I think is really beneficial for you guys. We're going to be doing 3 quizzes throughout. So that means there's 3 chances for 3 different people to win that $50 Amazon gift card. So as I toss the quiz to you guys, type away in the comments section, and you guys can try to answer the questions to the best of your ability, and you guys will be selected during the live chat, as always. So just keep it up. Keep a lookout for those quizzes as I throw them at you. And I don't know the answers to them. I don't know when they'll be coming. So it's just as new for me as it is for you guys, but hopefully you enjoy it. So as you can see, we're entering the cave. It's getting a lot quieter, a lot darker. I don't know how good the visual or the audio is, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So something that I wanted to mention is my first understanding of this cave when I was first coming to Korea. I don't know where I got it. I think it might have been like a giveaway of some sort, but I was actually given this little book of kind of coupons or like discount codes and stuff like that for different cafes, for different experiences. And as I was flipping through it, one of the things was actually this particular cave. And you'll see why. There's a couple of things that make it really special. But this has been on my bucket list for a really long time. So when I heard that we were doing this, I was so excited, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So as we go through, I want to point out some of the stuff that they have highlighted here. So this one is the miner's anguish of its closure. There's going to be a lot of information as we go through about sort of the history, sort of how the cave came to be, how it was discovered, and there's even an informational show, like when we get down there, you'll see. But there's a show that kind of gives a beautiful presentation about the discovery of the cave, and I think it's really lovely. So here's another thing right here. We've got the 1959, the cave graffiti of homesick miners and their dreams of May 30th, 1959. So, like I said, this cave has been around for a while. It's definitely more of a up-to-date tourist attraction now than it was. It was the cave, but now there's kind of a lot of interactive experiences that you guys will be able to see and go through. This is kind of the underground aspect of it. The development of the underground world. So this is definitely like the bare bones. As you can see, it's like really nicely paved now. There's lights lining the whole thing. It's very well put together. So here we go, 2011, a concentration plant before its development. So it was a couple things. It seems like this location has worn many hats in its lifetime. And then here we go, 2010, the dawn of the cave in August. So it appears that that's when it like properly opened for tourism in the capacity that we're exploring it today, at least in 2010. So there we go again. Storage to mature pickled shrimps in August. Like I said, this place has really been quite a few things in its lifetime. From a plant to a place that housed pickled shrimp, apparently. This is the beginning of the cave entrance, which as you saw from where we came in, it looks a great deal different now than it did. And as we get further down here, you guys are going to start to see and hear a lot of different things. There's music and stuff like that. So here they are, building the cave, 2011. 2010, 2011 seems to be like the time period when it really opened up. But yeah. So as you can see, as we start to get down here, things get a little bit brighter, a little bit more colorful. Definitely my favorite part of the cave so far. So I'm very, very excited to check that out and experience it. And I think we got our first quiz coming up, so let's see what we got here. Dun, da, 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 da. All right, so Media Facade Show in Cave Art Center. So we'll be coming up on this in a little bit. You guys will get to see this in real time. But until then, I'm going to use this light to my advantage and see if I can read this to you guys. Our first one says, hello Shannon, Gwangmyeong Cave was originally developed as a mine in 1912. It closed down in 1972. It was later redeveloped into a multicultural art space in 2011. And here's your first surprise quiz. Dun, 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 dun. Question, what metal was Gwangmyeong Cave originally mined for? Coal, iron, gold, or silver? So think about that one. Again, you guys can answer and participate in the comment section down below. And the answer can be found on the next hint card. So you have until then to kind of figure out the answer, and then as you guys type it, Koreanet will be selecting one of you guys to win that $50 Amazon gift card. So I think to make things more exciting, we should try to find that next clue a little bit quicker. Give you guys a little bit of a time crunch, hey? All right, so as we get down here, like I said, it's a multicultural art space now. It's not just a cave that you can go walk around and visit, but there's a lot to see. And this is the most beautiful part. I'm so excited. I don't want to be too loud because I don't know how many people are in here, but look at this, you guys. If any of you have seen Avatar, this looks a lot like the world of Avatar, Pandora. This is probably my favorite thing ever. I wish I could live in here. I want my room to look like this. Look at all the butterflies. Oh, this really looks like the Ewa from Pandora. Do you remember? Wow! Oh, this is so beautiful. All right, let's keep going. Actually, let's not. Let's stay here forever. I think this is great. Even the music is magical. So one thing about this cave I want to touch on is it is kind of short, so if you guys are super tall, maybe be careful if you guys come to visit. But, woo! This is so beautiful. I feel like princess. Oh. This reminds me a lot of, wow, that's beautiful too. If you guys turn around, if you guys look down that way, it's really beautiful to see like the way that the wave of light is created. Oh wait, I forgot we were looking for something. Hold on. Let me make sure. We were looking for pass through the wind road and the light space. That definitely must have been the light space to find a bird. I knew it. I remembered something about a bird. Oh, okay. Ooh, did you guys hear that squishy? It's like squishy noise. So it is wet. Make sure you guys wear nice tennis shoes or boots when you guys come here. But, wow. I think we found our bird over here. Let's go check it out. I don't think we can actually go in, but looks like we found our white bird, a swan. Maybe a, I don't know, an egret of sorts, but we've got our next clue. Let's see, the lighting in here. Okay, ready? Drum roll, please. The answer to the first surprise quiz was gold. It is estimated that there were around 19,000 tons of gold in the Gwangmyeong cave during its mining days. There might still be some gold left, so you should keep looking. The next hint card is pass through the golden road and you'll find the goddess of prosperity. Ooh, let's go get rich, guys. Let's go find some gold. That's very interesting. So like I said in the past, you guys probably know, I come from a place called North Carolina. And North Carolina actually is somewhat on a mountain range as well. It's on the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I've toured caves around there before. The biggest, most noticeable one that I went to before was in Tennessee, actually. And one of the things that we talk about a lot was like mining for gold. As some of you might know about like American history, as people started to come to the States, they started to migrate out west for the gold rush. So I've got a little bit of experience doing like gold mining and stuff. A lot of times you can go to cave venues like this, somewhat similar, and you can actually go panning for gold. And obviously it's never too much. You'll get like a fleck or two if you're lucky, but I wonder if they have something like that here. It wouldn't surprise me. So something else that's unique about caves, and as you can probably hear in the background, there's a lot of running water, which means that there's underground reservoirs and lakes and stuff like that that are home to a lot of aquatic little animals. So this is really cool. I've actually never seen something like this before, where they've showcased an aquarium inside of a cave, or a light show inside of a cave. So this whole experience is actually very, very unique, and I highly recommend it. I'm having a great time so far. So Cave Art Center, this is blocked off, so I guess we gotta go this way. Let's go. So it says Gwanram Banghang. Gwanram Banghang. Oh, that's a tongue twister. That's a hard one. All right, so it's a little bit quiet. I guess we're getting ready for a show. Let's go check it out. So, like I said, this particular location is split up into a bunch of different museums slash exhibitions of sorts. You've got Cave Aqua World, you've got this lighting center, and then you've also got like the light tunnel and stuff like that, and then there's the gold tunnel as well. So there's really a lot to see here, and there is a map. You don't have to worry about that, but everything's also mapped out on the ground as well, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue. All right, so here we are. It says media passage show. So this is kind of where they'll show you like the light show. Sorry, there's an announcement. Let the announcement go really quick. But basically, if you look up this direction, you can see where there was like the staircase for mining and stuff like that. So they're going to be showing a light show kind of about the history of how the cave was used and how it was experienced and stuff like that. So there's some seats over here where you guys can actually buy tickets and come watch the show. Or you can just stand like me. There's footprints down here as well where you guys can stand up and watch. So sorry if the audio is a little bit difficult to hear because there is the announcement, but hopefully we'll get to catch a little bit of the show. I don't think we can watch all of it, but there it goes. Let's go watch. So we don't have time to stay and watch the whole show, so we're going to go ahead and start exploring Aqua World. This is another part of the cave, like I said. You got to catch a glimpse of it earlier when we saw some of our little fishy friends swimming around. And there's some more down here, so let's check it out and see what else we got. Again, it's a little bit short in here, so you guys should definitely be careful if you're super tall. I actually almost hit my head earlier because I'm a little bit tall as well. But yeah. Oh, there we go. Hwanggeom-gil. Hwanggeom-gil. So Golden Road. We're getting a little bit closer. So before we go explore the Golden Road, like our hint card wants us to, I think it's really important to show you guys some of the other stuff that the cave has to offer. So let's go ahead and go around the Aqua World. But before we do that, we're going to do another quiz. So here we go. All right, quiz number 2. Are you guys ready? Shannon, here's the second surprise quiz. The day after the broadcast on October 3rd, Korea celebrates the National Foundation Day, or Gyeonggi-do, which means the day that heaven opened. It commemorates a specific ancient kingdom. Which kingdom is it? So, there you go. And your options are Goguryeo, Shilya, Baekje, or Gojoseon. The answer can be found in the next hint card. So you guys have until I find the next hint card to answer that question in the comment section down below. Let's see who our next winner is. But until further ado, let's go ahead and check out the aquarium. So this is, from what I understand, this is all freshwater. Obviously, because we're inside of a cave, so this is going to be all the freshwater fishy friends. Ah! Actually, I used to have ones like this. Look at the little neon ones. They're so cute. And then obviously it does tell you a little bit about each one. So these are all freshwater, but this is particularly of an Amazon variety. So these are not native to Korea. These are African as well. These are also not native. I had one of these as well when I was growing up. We had a fish tank. And Dad, if you ever watch this broadcast, this kind of looks like, was it Cleo? It was either Cleo or Chloe. But I named this fish, and no matter what we did, no matter how many years passed, she lived forever. We accidentally, you guys are gonna think we're so mean in the comment section, but we thought she died. So we were cleaning out the tank, we rinsed everything out, we bleached it and everything, and we thought there was nothing else in there. And then all of a sudden, my once purple fish swam out from nowhere, and she was white. It was crazy. So we almost killed my fish, I guess, but she turned white. It was very interesting. She lived for 4 years. Wow. So this is kind of similar to what I remember from the cave in Tennessee, these giant, whoa, look at that. It's a giant electronic fish. It kind of scared me, actually. So this is really interesting. These are the fish that would typically be found in the native streams here. So pretty cool, definitely. But anyways, about my fish, I'm pretty sure it was Cleo, if I'm not mistaken. But a little bit more about Cleo. She lived for 4 years, and we moved houses with her. It was crazy. She was I don't know, the most human-like fish I've ever had. If you guys had any pets in the comment section down below, specifically if you've ever had any aquatic pets, my Aunt Allison, who lived in Florida, she actually had this giant fish tank, but it was a saltwater fish tank. So it was really interesting to kind of see the differences there. As we go in, I don't know if you guys can catch this on camera, but our walls and the ceiling and everything is completely gold. That's a good example. Do you see it? Do you guys remember the word for gold? I said it a little bit ago when we were talking about which gil is road, which gil this is. Hwangum. Hwangum means gold. So everything around here is gold, and like we learned a little bit earlier about our cave exploration, this used to be a popular place for gold mining. So obviously it's not used for that same purpose anymore, but it is rumored that there is still gold within the caves. So maybe if you're lucky, if you guys come here, you'll be able to find some gold. There is really cool activities that they have that go on here as well, kind of staying within that golden theme. It's really cute. You can actually write a little wish or a prayer on these little gold coins and then hang them throughout the cave. So as we get further down here, you guys are going to be able to see and experience that. I did this once before when I was in, I believe it was Busan, when I went to visit this on-the-water temple. They kind of had something similar. But anyways, here we are. If you guys want to check it out and look up, they've got some beautiful art exhibits here, or sculptures, I should say. So like I said, this cave has so much more to offer than just being a natural, beautiful cave. It's got a lot of architecture and art that's done with inside. So I do think that they've probably spray painted most of this gold, but if you look up that way, there's another star up there as well. So this is a very beautiful place to come visit. And you guys can definitely come check it out, take some photos with friends. I do think this is a little photo op right here. Typical Korean fashion, there's almost always a photo op. Oh, here we go. Pray to the goddess of prosperity for affluence and happiness. All right, touch the golden coins flowing out of her cornucopia, and she will bring you the affluence and happiness. Wow. Sneaky, sneaky, Kocnuni. Actually, not even really. He kind of put it right in plain sight, so it wasn't too sneaky at all. But this is quite beautiful. Let's get to that answer with the next one. Are you guys ready? Drum roll, please. The answer was Kojosan. Kojosan. Kojosan is believed to be founded in BC 2333, making it the first ethnic state in what is now Korea. Afterwards, Kugoryo, Baekje, and Shilla, and other kingdoms were founded. The next hint card is pass through the golden waterfall and you'll find a giant dragon. Wow, this is like the most artistic and beautiful, I think, episode that we've probably ever done. So like we said before, this is the goddess that you are meant to pray to or kind of leave a prayer for prosperity and affluence and happiness too. So touch the gold coins. Definitely want some prosperity, affluence, and happiness. Not that I don't already have it, but you know, it's always good to have a little bit extra. Can't complain. So as we go through here, this is kind of where you guys can purchase one of these little plaques, and you can write your wish, you can write your prayer, whatever you would like, even just well wishes for each other, and you can put them on the wall. And I don't know if you can hear it, but they're not paper, they're not thin or cheap material, like they're actually very, very nice. And anything that you guys buy obviously does go to keeping up the restorations that they have here and just the maintenance of the cave. And as you can see, it's super beautiful, so I highly recommend doing that. There's so many. And there's even another realm this direction as well that you guys could go do that. So definitely take advantage of that if you guys come. We're not going to be doing it today. We're going to keep going to the waterfall, but without further ado, let's keep going. So this is some of the other stuff that we're looking at. Golden Waterfall, Hwanggeum Pokpo, and Donggul Jihasege. Donggul Jihasege. Wow. I always learn a lot of Korean when I do this with you guys. Whoa. Guys, check it out. Look at that. Oh, that's incredible. Let's go. Oh, wow. This is pretty daunting. Look how down it is. Let's go. So this is a particular area where they don't have an elevator or escalator. So do this at your own risk. Make sure that you are being super careful. There are handrails and stuff like that. But you want to make sure that you are watching your step and be super careful, you guys. They've got some padding here for some of you taller folks. Wow. Hold on. Even I want to take a video. What? Oh, this is incredible. Ooh. Now this is interesting. I don't know how much you guys know about geology or the study of rocks, but you can kind of see like the different types of sediment that they used here. So cool. Oh, I just got dripped on. Look at that golden tree. That is absolutely beautiful. All right, let's keep going. All right, so it looks like there is another section where we could go further down, but I think for the sake of time, we're not going to be going all the way down today. Again, if that's something that you guys are interested in and you want to try, definitely come here and check it out. This place is amazing. So let's look at, see what we got going on over here. Hwanggeum Gongjeon, so this is Gold Palace. Got our little friend here, our golden hammer. Aisha. Wow. All right, so this one says, throw a coin and pray for hope. Do I have any coins? Actually, I think I do have a coin. So you can see a lot of people have thrown something in here where they were praying for hope before. So let's see, what do I have? I'm not gonna give it a 5. I think I'll give it a 1. 5 would be a little bit too much. Dun, 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 dun. You guys looking at my money? I don't have any 1s. I'll throw an imaginary coin. Are you ready? I'm not going to give it $5 this time. I think I'd rather buy the golden thingy and write a prayer on it. But yeah. Anyway, there's a lot of places where you guys can have well wishes here. So here we go. We found the golden tree. I think that's where the next one is. Let's go back to that hint card. I don't remember exactly what it said. So we're going to try to find it now. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the next hint card is pass through the golden waterfall and you'll find a giant dragon. I'm not seeing that dragon, but I think we should maybe go down, see if we can find it down here. You guys gonna come with me? Guys, pray for the cameraman in this one. Cave Underground World. Kocnuni, really making sure we get our workout today. Going down's the easy part, but going up, that's going to be interesting for sure. Perhaps there's like an escalator or something at the bottom, or at least I can hope so, right? Wow. Oh, and something that I didn't mention before, you guys, was the temperature. If you guys have ever experienced being underground or like being in a cave or something like that, it does get cooler. So as we're walking down, I can kind of tell that the temperature's dropping a little bit more, bit by bit. It's not too dramatic or too bad. It is a bit chilly though, so if you guys are sensitive to temperature or something like that, highly recommend wearing a light jacket like I'm doing now. Definitely like long sleeves and long pants. You might get a little bit chilly otherwise. Oh, 무서워. Halloween 느낌이야. Wow, there's like some creepy hands coming out of this door. Do you see that? This looks like Halloween. Gwangmyeong. I'm not sure what that means. Oh my gosh, bloody handprints? What in the world? We went from like a beautiful like butterfly garden with lights and then a golden palace to like, oh, getting dripped on and there's like blood everywhere. Oh Lord. Well, that's really cool too. So aside from like the lighting and stuff like that, you guys can see like the actual natural architecture of the rocks is really, really unique, very beautiful. It's like there's giant pits and pockets of like open spaces in between. Really cool, definitely. Okay, so we're coming up here on the section that talks a little bit more about the different types of sediment and different types of rocks, and an underground lake. So this is something that I experienced a little bit earlier, but if you guys check that out down there, it's a massive underground lake. I don't know how well you can see that. Can we zoom in a little bit? I don't think the camera can pick up quite how big it is, but it looks like it just goes cavernously down there. Really cool. I'd be curious to actually like see how big it is. The one in Tennessee is massive. I'm always fascinated by these underground caves. If you've seen movies like Journey to the Center of the Earth or something like that, it's quite similar to that feeling. So it makes sense that people would think that there's, you know, different oases and stuff like that underground, because there kind of is. But I think it'd be a lot scarier and a lot less majestic if there wasn't so many beautiful lights and everything. So there's some people taking a photo, so we're going to stop for just a second. So wait. Water Fantasy Gallery. Here's my little friend Gollum. And of course, the dragon. Da-da-da. So let's see if we can find that hint card. Kocnuni, you're sneaky. Oh, this dragon is beautiful. I love this. You've done well to come this far, Shannon. This dragon is a sculpture created by the production team of the movie The Lord of the Rings to commemorate Gwangmyeong Cave, which took about 2 months to complete. To see me, go find the Wine Cave. Wine? Oh, I'm excited. Let's go. Which is the last stop. Wine is probably my favorite drink of choice. I'm a red wine gal, so this is definitely super exciting. But something that I think is really, really cool, like I said, you guys, it took about 2 months to complete this sculpture, but this is from The Lord of the Rings. So you can really see like where the inspiration came from. And then as well as you've got my little friend Gollum down here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get that last quiz right here. After its closure as a mine, Gwangmyeong Cave was used as a warehouse for a while. What is this? Number 1, ice. 2, salted shrimp. 3, gold. Or 4, rice. The answer was in the beginning of this one, so if you guys are paying attention, you should know the answer pretty quickly. Go ahead and drop it in the comment section down below. And the answer, like the rest of them, will be revealed throughout the broadcast. I'll let you know when we find Kocnuni. So let's go. Hopefully you guys are paying attention, because even I know the answer to this one, so hopefully you guys like it. I think it's pretty cool how they do like a tribute to the Lord of the Rings. Very unique for sure. I haven't been to any caves or anything like that that had sculptures or art pieces, especially not on this caliber, anywhere. So this is really unique and really cool. Watch your head. All right, so let's go back up, see what we can do. Whew. So story time, I guess, while we walk, you guys. If I'm a little bit tired today, or if I seem a little bit tired or look sleepy, the reason I'll tell you the other half of this story in the next broadcast that we do. But I actually flew in from Japan this morning, very early. My flight was originally supposed to be at 7 p.m. yesterday, and I missed the first one by 1 minute. I missed check-in by 1 minute. And so then I rescheduled the flight, and then it got changed again, moved to a different airport, so I had to go from Narita to Haneda, and it was a lot. Anyways, so I went from 7 p.m. to flying out at 2 a.m. to Korea, and let's see if we can go up this way. From 2 a.m. to Korea, I didn't get here until like 5:30 in the morning, and then it was like 6 o'clock by the time I got through checking and security and all of that, and then, are we not going up? Oh. So after I got through like checking in and security and stuff, I realized I left my wallet in Japan, you guys. My wallet is still in Haneda Airport as we speak. Don't worry, I'll get it back. They found it, it's gonna be fine, but still, oh, this is really cool. But if you guys are more curious about my Japan trip, you can go on my Instagram. I've got a whole highlight dedicated to some of my adventures while I was there. Amazing, so fun. But I've also got 3 or 4 separate highlights for Korea as well. So if you guys are curious about some of my older adventures, you can check that out on my Instagram. Whew. All right. Fighting, go cameraman. Good job. All right, so here we are. So let's keep going. It does look like they've got some of these areas marked off, but I'm not sure why. I mean, I'm sure there's a good reason for that, but let's keep going. Whew. Oh, did you hear that echo? Hello? Can you guys hear that? Echo! Wow. Wow. It's like properly echoing like a cave should. All right. So here we are again, you guys. This is the answer. I'm not going to say it quite yet because we got to find Kocnuni first. But this is a nice little timeline that's like easily written out for you guys from the cave's inception in 1912 all the way up to 2011, where it was really properly used and curated like it is today, like we're getting able to see it. And then here as well, they've got a depiction of what the mining looked like over time from 1912 to 1972, where it was closed down as a mine. But yeah, really interesting. So where's the wine? We need to find a wine road. That's what we were looking for. I think maybe this way? No, that's the butterflies. We've been there before. Let's go this way. Modern history. Let's try this one. See if we can find it. This is a great example here. This is what I was talking about with the different layers of sediment, the different types of rock. So every cave is a little bit different. This one, you can see there's different like types via different colors and stuff like that. Wow. I feel like we're gonna get lost sooner or later. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Look how deep. I don't know if the camera can pick up how deep, how far that goes, but that's really cool. Like I said, this place is just, it's a labyrinth of giant like tunnels and caverns and open spaces that just open up throughout the cave. It's really, really unique. So here we go. A little bit more about the sediment. Calcite, muscovite, galeria, chalcopyrite, and yeah. I'm not a geologist. I do know that there's different types, but I'm not exactly sure what the significance of those things are and stuff like that. So like I said, I don't want to bother people too much, so we're going to kind of go through here quickly. But they do have different explorations of different things that are significant to the cave, so you guys can check that out. They've also got a little bit about like the lighting installation and the art gallery stuff. So if you guys are curious, you can read a little bit more about that. But I'm still thinking about the wine. I still want to find the wine road, and I'm curious to know why it's called wine. If there's not free samples, then I have a bone to pick with you. No, I'm just kidding. This is a PG broadcast. Actually, I'm not sure if they consume alcohol on Koreanet. I think they do, because I've done the Seoul Festival before. All right, guys, I see where it says vin, like vino. So like in Spanish, this would be vino. And it says wine, wine donggul. Kaja, let's go. Let's go find the wine. I'm not sure why it's called Wine Road, but I would love to find out. Let's go. Oh, I feel like being inside of a cave is kind of like a time warp. Like I've forgotten what time it is now. It's so dark. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Ah, okay, maybe it's vine. Like wine, vine, similar sound. But I do see an alcoholic beverage at the end of this road, so perhaps we should keep going. Some wine barrels. Wow, this is interesting. Looks like soju bottles. I don't know if you can hear that. If it'll light up green, but looks like wine bottles. Oh, okay, so there's like a little art exhibition dedicated to wine there. What? Like gates to a vineyard? Where are we? This place is so crazy. So I'll admit, before we do the show, we typically do a walkthrough, but this is one section that we have not explored at all yet. So this is very new for me as well. Gwangmyeong Wine Cave. So this is written in Korean, but this is going to give you a little bit more of an explanation about exactly what's going on here. It tells you about wine tasting, the sipping process. Ooh, this is my kind of place. Let's go. Oh, this looks so fun. It also tells you about which kind of wines you should be pairing with what foods. That's really interesting. So the first one, red wine, my favorite. You should be pairing with things like steak or galbi-dim or samgyeopsal, like heavier meats. And then if you guys are wine fanatics as well, they have white wines that you should be pairing with like seafoods and things that are a little bit lighter. Oh, this is amazing. Wow. Okay, this is definitely my favorite part. Aside from like the butterfly lights at the beginning, this is definitely cool. They've also got some explanations here about like the wine glasses and different reasons that you're using different wine glasses. So you guys can check that out. Wine benefits. Wine hyunyeong. Hyunyeong. Or hyunyeong. Hyunyeong? Hyunyeong. So it's good for your heart, good for your brain. Good for you. Glass a day keeps the doctor away. I think it's supposed to be apple, but we're going to change it to wine because it's technically made of fruit as well, right? Grapes? All right, so it should be good. Look how beautiful. I want this sort of set up in my house someday. You know, I actually have this retirement plan. Someday I would like to, wait, hold on. Ooh, smells a little bit like wine. Interesting. So I have this retirement plan. I have this image in my head where I'm going to be retiring in Italy when I'm like 70-something years old. And I'm going to live in hopefully what will be like Florence, Italy. And I want to be overlooking a winery, and I want to own a bakery, and just live and drink wine and grow old. So here we are. It looks like we've found the wine tasting place. I'm not exactly sure if I can taste any today, but that would be absolutely lovely. Let's check it out. And without further ado, guys, we should probably find Kocnuni as well. He really knows the way to my heart if he let us here. So look how beautiful this is. It's a Korean winery, and they've also got different types of wine. So they've got a nice selection from white to red as well. You guys can come here and give it a try. Looks like there's some bottles that you can buy as well. Something I've noticed about Korea, they also do types of wine from like apple wine, strawberry wine. They kind of use different types of fruit a lot. This particular one, I'm not sure. I think it might just be grape. I'll have to ask in a little bit. But, wait a second. Kocnuni! Kocnuni! Hey, buddy. Oh, buddy, you're all wet. Uh-oh. That's okay. We'll get you a glass of wine, and it'll be okay. So here we go. We've got our last clue. Let's figure out what that quiz answer was. The answer to the final quiz was salted shrimp. In Korean, there are various types of salted seafood, and salted shrimp is the most commonly used ingredient among them. It is used as a seasoning for kimchi and as a sauce for various types of meat. So very good. And hello, Kocnuni. So good to see you, buddy. You know, I'm really happy that you finished this off with a wine broadcast because this is going to get fun. Well, without further ado, you guys, this has been Gwangmyeong Cave, and we're so happy that you guys got to explore this with us. It is a pre-recorded broadcast, but I hope that nonetheless you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. This place is really unique, very interesting, beautiful, and it's definitely something fun that you guys could experience either on your own or with a group of friends, family, whatever. Highly recommend coming here. Again, this is in the Gyeonggi province, just outside of Seoul. It's about an hour away, so feel free to come and check it out. It's really cool. And it's been fun. I'll see you guys next week, and we'll be back next time.